from English to Italian. So, Taifapan, when you are ready, we can leave the
Mm.
line to you and it over to you, Sister Songnim.
Yes. So, dear respected Thầy, dear respected brother and sister, Sister Sammy will be here soon. She's working on some things. And so we will begin with some song. Is that okay? We sing a song, I Have Arrived, I'm Home. I will sing in English and you can sing in Italian. Can you hear me, Stefano?
Yes, yes, we can hear you. Yes,
Good,
we can
good,
sing
good, good.
together on Zoom. Otherwise, it's very confusing. But if you sing in English, Margherita will sing it in Italian for Italians.
Right, yes. So we will sing that song to warm up a little bit before we begin. Yes. I have arrived. I am home in the here and in the now. I have arrived. I am home in the here and in the now. I am solid. I am free. I am solid. I am free. In the ultimate I dwell. In the ultimate I dwell. So, dear friends, uh, thank you very much for organizing this event for us. We are very happy to be with everyone again, and and I hope that tonight we will have a good time together. And the same thing like last time, we will begin with a guided meditation. And before the guided meditation, Sister Sami will explain a few words, and I will read the Gatha of sitting meditation in the evening in English, and Margareta will hope to read that in Italian. Then I will do the chant in Vietnamese, and Sister Samyim will do the guided meditation. Yes. So please, Sister Samyim. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome every friends, brother and sister. We are very happy to be here again with you. And Thầy Pháp Ấn will have the evening chant. And before that, we will have the three sounds of the bell. And as you listen to each sound of the bell, take time for at least 3 deep and relaxed breaths. And as the sound of the bell fades, continue to follow your breathing. Become aware of your whole body and bring peace and relaxation to your body as you breathe in and out for several minutes. And you will listen to the guided phrases and let the words penetrate and observe the effect of your words on your body and mind as you breathe in and out.
So I will now read the evening chant in English, and Margareta will hope to read it in Italian. Stably seated under the Bodhi tree, body, speech, and mind are one in stillness, free from views of right and wrong. When we are focused in perfect mindset, the
Mindfulness.
path is illuminated. The soul of confusion is left behind. Noble Sangha, please diligently bring our mind into meditation. Vâng thân ngồi dưới Bồ Đề. Ba nghiệp lắng rồi hết nam thì phi. Thấu nhiễm thân tâm vào chánh niệm rõ soi duyên mục thoáng bờ mê. Ngưỡng mong đại chúng tinh tiến nhiếp tâm thiện tâm. Nam mô Sakyamuni Buddhaya. Nam mô Sakyamuni Buddhaya. Nam mô Sakyamuni Buddhaya. Nam mô Sakyamuni Buddhaya. Sakyamunaye Buddhaya. Namo Sakyamunaye Buddhaya.
Please come to your sitting position and be sure your position is comfortable and relaxed. You may want to slightly lower your chin to avoid creating tension in your neck. Be aware of your shoulders and let your shoulders drop down. And let your arms relax, your hands and fingers relax, your face relax. Relax all the muscles on your chest, on your back, and allow your legs, your buttocks, your knees to relax. Your feet relax. And become aware of the contact of your body touching the floor. Your buttock, your legs, your feet touching the floor. And feel the floor. Feel the cushion or the chair supporting you. And let all your weight put down into the floor, into the chair, into the cushion. And as you maintain awareness of breathing in and out, let your breath flow naturally without trying to influence. Your breath may be long or short, shallow or deep. Simply notice it and observe it. And become aware of your abdomen expanding as you breathe in and contracting as you breathe out. Breathing in I'm aware that I'm breathing in, breathing out. I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Breathing in, I'm aware I feel the whole length of my in-breath. Breathing out, I feel the whole length of my out-breath from the beginning to the end. Aware of my breath, I feel my abdomen rising and falling. As I breathe in and out, aware of my breath, I feel my body relax. Breathing in, I'm aware of my whole body. Breathing out, I calm my body. Breathing in, every conscious in-breath bring freshness to me, to my body, and to my mind. Breathing out, every conscious out-breath help me to let go. And now I would like to invite you to recall some situation in the last time, last weeks, last months that caused you a lot of strong emotions, strong feelings. The last situation in the pandemic that caused you uncertainty, anger, frustration, disappointment, sadness, and so on. Please remember the situation and the feeling arise in you. The worries, sorrows, grief, sadness. Breathing in, I'm aware of feeling insecure in me. Breathing out, I embrace my insecurity with love and compassion. Feeling insecure, embrace with love and compassion. You can also use your arms to embrace your body, to embrace this strong feeling in you. Breathing in, I feel angry in me. Breathing out, I embrace my anger in me with love and compassion. Breathing in, I'm aware of feeling disappointed in me. Breathing out, I embrace my disappointment with love and compassion. Breathing in, I'm aware of fear in me. Breathing out, I embrace the fear in me with love and compassion. Embrace my fear with love and compassion. Breathing in, I'm aware of feeling frustrated in me. Breathing out, I embrace my frustration with love and compassion. Breathing in, I'm aware of feeling hatred in me. Breathing out, I embrace my hatred with love and compassion. Breathing in, I'm aware of feeling jealousy in me. Breathing out, I embrace my jealousy in me with love and compassion. Breathing in, I ask myself, can I offer compassion to myself when I have this negative feeling that make me suffer? Breathing out, I know that in my star consciousness, I also have positive feelings, positive mental formations as well, like mindfulness, love and compassion, patience. I can invite them to come to embrace and help the difficult emotions. Breathing in, I'm aware that mindfulness, love, and compassion are in me. Breathing out, I smile at my mindfulness, love, and compassion in me. Mindfulness, love, and compassion are in me. I embrace all my negative emotions, my negative feelings with mindfulness, love, and compassion. Breathing in, I feel my feet touching the floor, touching the ground, my buttock touching the cushion, the chair. Breathing out, I let go on heaviness in my body and in my mind. And we can now speak silently a metta meditation for ourselves. May I be peaceful, happy, and at ease in my body, in my mind. May I be peaceful, happy, and at ease in my body and my mind, and feel the effect of this sentence on our body and on our mind. Peaceful, happy, and at ease. And may all beings be happy, peaceful, and at ease in body and in mind. May all living beings be peaceful, happy, and at ease in body and in mind. Breathing in, I'm aware of my in breath. Breathing out, I aware of my out breath. In, out. Thank you.
So, dear respected brother and sister, I hope that you enjoy the guided meditation from Sister Samngim. Um, I've been thinking about what can I share in order to help our friends during this difficult time. In EIB, we are now writing up our EIB magazine, which publish uh, every year before our summer retreat. And I've been writing some articles, and Sister Samgim also been writing some articles, and our friends who also submit their article. Last year we have article from Italian Sangha because we have the retreat in Bari and Balakmo, and I also have a talk with Father um,
in Bali.
in Bari, yes. And that talk was also published into an article. And this year, Sister Samgim will write an article to express our deep gratitude to our friends from around the world who have helped to help our institute as well help other friends during this difficult time. So the article is about contemplating about the practice of generosity, offering. And Sister Samgim asked me, what would I like to offer during this outbreak, this difficult time? And siêu đi lấy quạt, có cái quạt, cái quạt. And I told Sister Samgim that I would like to offer our friend space, empty space, huge space, so huge that we become so small. The space of the whole universe so big, and when we are inside this space, all of our search, our wandering, our confusion will be absorbed by this empty space, this huge space. And that's what I would like to offer. In this difficult time, sometimes we feel suffocated because the difficulty around the world is so huge. There are so much tension in the nation, in the family, in the community, as well as tension between nation. And I think if we can practice to have the space within ourselves and offer that space to other people, we can help the situation. Many times we would like to look for something and we don't see our the space within us. We are looking for something out there in order to be happy. But there is already a lot of happiness within us the moment we allow the space to come. For example, we think that now is at the summertime. We it would be very happy if we go to another space. We go to another vacation spot, for example, Italy or Germany or Sweden or America, some other place in order to be happy. But the moment we arrive there, unless we have the deep space within us, we cannot enjoy what is offering us at that space. If our mind are busy, our mind are taken away by all the concern about the past, about the future, then we are not free enough. We don't have enough space to really enjoy what is being offered to us. We cannot see the ocean, the beauty ocean of Italy. We not we cannot see the mountain, the blue sky. But if we can practice to have deep space within us, then we stop this process of running and to be able to come back to this present moment. And we see that around us there are already many beautiful scenery and landscaping. Today, perhaps you might step out your home, take a little walk, and practice to have some space in your heart and to let go of the worry about the coronavirus, about your worry about your job, worry about the future, but just let all of those go and gently return to the path that you are walking and learn to look at the little flower, learn to listen to the sound of the bird, look at the blue sky, and allow yourself to have some space because you know that life is impermanent. Nothing can be forever. This coronavirus outbreak will end someday. We don't know when. It could be the end of this year. It could be in the next 1 or 2 weeks. It could be a few years. We don't know. But something that we know for sure is that it is always possible to have space in our heart. This is the space that our ancestors have cultivated. Our ancestors have gone through many difficulties in the past. Look at the First World War and then look at the Second World War. Nobody think in 1945, after the Second World War, we can reach this prosperity or this peacefulness, this this growth in technology, in economy, and everything around the world until the coronavirus outbreak come. From 1945 until 2019, that is about 74 years, we have been in this calm and peaceful state. Now the coronavirus outbreak come and make us wake up to the reality of impermanence. Life is impermanent. So we know that impermanence is there. It's happened all the time. This difficulty will end one day. We don't know when, but allow the space to embrace us. Allow ourselves this space and enjoy the space within us. In any situation, for sure, we will not die from hunger or starvation. Our friends, our family, our society, our nation will help us to to be alive. So we don't have to worry too much, and we should not let this this worry and anxiety overwhelm us. Overwhelm us. Mhm. Before I continue on, I would like Sister Songim to invite one sound the bell. And I learned something from Stefano this time. I will turn on the original sound so that the sound of the bell will be better. So the practice that I would like to offer for our friends during this time is to come back to ourselves and learn to cultivate the space within us. And how do we do that? Exactly. How do we do that in order to cultivate the space within us? Sister Somgim just offer a meditation to embrace the energy within us. Within us, there are block of sadness. There are block of anger, frustration. There are block of jealousy. There are block of irritation, of fear, of uncertainty during this time. And that crowded our home, take away our space. These energy of sadness, of anger, and so on, take away our space. So we need to come back to embrace this energy and learn to transform this energy within us so that space can come. And how do we do that? We learn to go back to ourselves, feel our body. First, we feel our in breath and out breath. Then we feel our body. And then we sink the energy down to our low abdomen, the center of our gravity. And then we can put our hand around us to embrace us. That is just to be so simple. We don't have to do anything much. Just put a hand around us and embrace us and come back to ourselves. And the more we can stay with our body, the more we can stay with our feeling. Coming back to our feeling, embrace it with all of our love and our care. Then something miraculous happen. Very interesting. The practice of coming back to ourselves and embrace the block of energy that take away our space is the practice of mindfulness. We learn to come back to embrace this block of energy with energy of mindfulness, to send the energy of love to it. And this energy of mindfulness slowly, slowly melt away, transform, un- unblock, or or detoxification uh, this block of energy within us, because this block of energy is the accumulation over time for the past few months with our worry and anxiety about the future, about our job, about our health. All of these energy has been accumulating, and not only that, this block of energy has been accumulated for the last 74 years, 75 years since the Second World War. And these block of energy at the collective level are now manifesting strongly due to the condition of the coronavirus outbreak. We see the violence in America. We see the violence here in Germany, in Stuttgart. In June, one night, there are mob of people who came and break the police car, taking away property of the shopping mall and the shop, and so on. These are the block of oppressing of energy within us. Now, with the coronavirus outbreak, these blocks have a chance to come out. And that block of energy take away all of our space. We cannot enjoy life anymore. And with the coronavirus outbreak, it add on to this block of accumulating oppression, accumulating anger, frustration, feeling that we need to have something in order to be happy. We are accustomed to to the uh, the habit that for the summer we have to go somewhere to have a vacation, because the airline before the coronavirus outbreak offer so affordable airfare to go from Germany to Italy. Sometime the fare can go down to less than 100 euro. That is very affordable for anyone to have a vacation in Italy. And we are used to this idea that we can only have happiness somewhere else. We cannot have happiness in our backyard, in our kitchen, in our office, in our living room. We must have to have happiness somewhere else. Those ideas that take away our space, and we need to learn to transform those preconceived ideas and learn to go back and to be in touch what are there right now, right here. And you can do this with some practice of writing meditation. So in the morning, at your breakfast, when after you wake up, you sit in your breakfast and you have a chance to contemplate, look around you, and learn to write down three very beautiful things that you have this morning. Three things that can give you happiness, and then that can offer the space in your heart so that you can touch life deeply. For example, you wake up and there are some fruit, there are some bread, perhaps there are some olive, or there are some Italian food, some espresso, um, cappuccino. When I was in Italy, uh, across from our friend's house in Bari, uh, and our our friends offer a house for us to stay, and across from that apartment or house, there is this shop, that small shop, and uh, people said that he already sell the coffee for the seller, for the people, for the fishermen, since many years, for more than 50 years or 70 years of his life, something like that. And in the morning, our brother and sister went to the other shop, and they are so happy to have just a little bit of coffee. And that was the first time I drink coffee for many, many years in Italy. The first time ever since college, because I couldn't drink coffee. So enjoy to look around and to see that, yes, you have some coffee. Yes, you have some bread, some butter. It doesn't have to be much, but you can be happy what what is there available for you. And the same thing in the at lunchtime, the same thing at dinner time. Every time you sit down before you eat, have a sheet of paper and write down three things that make you really happy and joyful today. What are the blessings that life have offered to you during this time of the coronavirus outbreak? And learn to cultivate this joy and this happiness within you. The joy, the energy of joy, the energy of happiness is the energy that provide us, that help us to have the space in our heart. In the Buddhist tradition, the four elements that help our mind to become unlimited, immense, vast. The four energy is called the the energy of true love, and it's called loving kindness, compassion, sharing joy with the other, and the energy of inclusiveness. Mm. These are the four mental state that help our mind to become unlimited, immense, mm, uh, unlimited mind. So when we practice loving kindness, we learn to look at our friends with the energy of loving kindness. Then we offer the space to our friends, and we offer the space into our heart. And the more loving kindness we have, then we have a lot of space in our heart. And that loving kindness begin with the energy of joy and happiness within us. How can we offer loving kindness when we don't have happiness and joy within us? Loving kindness come because we are happy, because we are joyful. So we can offer that loving kindness to other people. And the same thing with the energy of compassion. How can we help people to remove their suffering when we don't have enough stability, we don't have enough understanding in our heart? How can we help to remove um, the people suffering? We should have some elements of understanding. We should have some understanding elements of connection to the other person, and that can begin with little exercise. We learn to connect to what is available right now, right here in the present moment. When I am in the webinar with Stefano, and I look into his eye and I look into his mind, and I feel so much loving kindness from him, from Stefano, and from Litia. Litia, I hope I pronounce her name correctly. Usually I call her Sister Joy. That's how she introduced to me a few weeks ago. Sister Joy and Stefano. Sister Samgim said, how can they so be fresh? How can they are so beautiful? They are even more beautiful than us, the monastic. They are even more joyful, more happy, and they have so much kindness in their heart. And Pino, and she said that Licha have so beautiful face. She looks so young and fresh. That means she has a lot of this energy of space within her. Mm. Once we have some joy and some happiness, some understanding and compassion, we have a lot of space. So the meditation that Sister Samgim offered tonight, we learn to go back to embrace ourselves. It seemed to be a very simple exercise, but no, you can practice this exercise during your sitting meditation, during your lying meditation, even during your standing meditation. Mm, standing meditation. Perhaps Pino will like this very much. Standing meditation. We just stand and we just come back to our center of gravity, our lower dandian, and we learn to allow the energy to sink down to our lower dandian, and then very slowly and slowly, the energy begin to sink down, and our center of gravity is where the energy begin to distribute into our whole body. So when we practice standing meditation, we learn to sink the energy from upper part of our body, from our brain, all the way down to our lower abdomen. And when we sink the energy there down there, and we are standing there, we don't think of anything, just gently focus our attention on our center of gravity, and we just stand there, relax our body, slowly shuck and tuck in our abdomen and sucking our hip bone so that the our back can be straight up, and then there is a acupuncture point in the back of our in our lower back. It's called gate of life. We stand in that way, and we allow the gate of life to open up, mm, and then the energy to sink. And the more we sink the energy down, the more we become stable, we become solid, and there's a unification in our body and our mind. And this is a process that go very deep, and there's no end to it. We continue to sink the energy down. We continue to cultivate. In the Chinese language, it's called the qi in our lower abdomen. And the more qi that we have in our lower abdomen, the more we feel stable, we feel strong and positive. Mhm. So this practice of embracing ourselves, learn to embrace ourselves, learn to come back and allow our space to embrace this block of worry, this block of anxiety, this block of fear, and worry about uncertain future, about our job. Allow them to be melt in this space. This is the practice that I would like to offer to you uh, today. Learn to cultivate the space, and this you can do it in few practice. Cultivate a little bit of joy and happiness by coming back to the present moment. Learn to cultivate the energy of loving kindness, compassion, sharing joy with each other. Mm. Learn to cultivate the practice of inclusiveness. And then you can also cultivate this energy space by learning to sink the energy down to your lower abdomen and to connect deeply to the the original source of energy. Mhm. So we will end the little talk here for the question and answer. Sister Songyin will invite the bell so that we can end our talk here. Little talk. The guided meditation is very important, so we spend a little bit more time on the guided meditation today. Yeah. We listen to the sound of the bell one more time. I forgot to turn on the original sound. So I would like to pass the microphone back to Stefano and Pino, so that you can lead the session now for the question and answer. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Mm. Thank you very much. Is the sound
Yeah,
okay? Can you hear
yeah,
well?
wonderful. Yes, very
Okay,
good.
good,
Yes, thank
good.
you.
Mhm.
So we invite everybody to pose questions in the question and answer area. Invitiamo tutti a, se vogliamo, a fare delle domande scrivendole nello spazio delle domande e risposte. So we are waiting for a few moments for gathering some question, live question.
Mm.
If there are any question, maybe there are no more questions after the guided meditation. the teaching.
Mhm. Mhm.
Va bene, per rompere il ghiaccio farò io una domanda. La domanda è, diciamo, sull'utilità della meditazione camminata nella natura per riuscire a sciogliere un po' le emozioni negative. So the question is for Thai Phapan, dear Thai, what about walking meditation in the nature? Is it really helpful for working with deep emotions and to release emotions compared to sitting meditation when we have the possibility to walk in the nature? What do you think?
Mm. So for I think that depends on different people and different people's mentality and how do you say nature. There are some people who is more introvert. That means they have they like to come back to themselves. They prefer to come back to themselves more. Then they might prefer the sitting meditation. Mhm. And there are people who are like extrovert. So those people they find joy and happiness in contacting other people, other friends. And so walking meditation feel a good practice for them. So all of these practice, either sitting meditation, walking meditation, or even practicing Tai Chi, Chi Kong, or total relaxation, it all depends on our mentality at that moment. Um, there's not one good thing over the other, but it's just like the food. For example, let's say today you eat pizza, and then tomorrow you continue to eat pizza, and the day after you eat pizza for the whole year with pizza. It would be nice to have some noodle, some Italian
Rice.
or
Rice.
rice to change the taste of the food. So it's good to practice some sitting meditation for some time, and then it's good to go and practice walking meditation for some time, total relaxation, and then some Tai Chi and Qigong, some kind of meditative movement. uh. So and so it's all depends on us at that moment. What is our need, and we can only find that out when we practice deep mindfulness to return to ourselves and ask ourselves, what do I really need now to help my to help me become more happier, more joyful. And so those are the idea that come up to me spontaneously. In my case, many time I enjoy sitting meditation, but there are time I really enjoy walking meditation, enjoy practicing Tai Chi and Qigong, total relaxation, or just doing nothing at all, but just sit there and look at the window, look at the blue sky, the white cloud, and have a cup of tea. Just enjoy a cup of tea deeply. And that's all form of meditation. Meditation is the capacity to return to ourselves and allow ourselves to have the space in the here and in the now so that we can be in touch deeply with the here and the now, right here. I hope that I share some light. Sister Samgim might would like to contribute something else.
Yeah, dear Thai, dear friends, I think according to the teaching of our teacher of Thai, it is always better to change the city. At this moment, you have a strong emotion and you are in the situation and you feel that you cannot bear this situation. And then you should change the city in that means you should go out, and the nature will help you a lot. Yeah, because in the state of having a strong emotion, normally we cannot sit still. It's with the exception of big master like Thầy Pháp Ấn, and to sit there and just don't move, and just to feel the feeling and to embrace the feeling and calm the feeling. But most of us, we cannot do like this, and therefore our teacher suggests that we should do the walking meditation to go out in the nature, and the nature has the energy, um, beautiful energy, healing energy to take care of our emotion. And you can let your eyes, your ear, your nose open to change the CD, to listen to the singing of the birds, to see the sky, the beautiful of the leaves of the trees, of the flowers. And at this moment, you, because your mind is not occupied, no more occupied with the situation, your mind is now in touch with another subject, of beautiful subject, and then you can let go of the strong emotion easily, yeah, more easily. And the second effect is that when you do the walking meditation, you move your body. That means the block of emotion can you give up in the movement of your body. Every time when you step, you make a step, you can let go, put on the heaviness of the mind, put on your anger, your frustration, and your fear, your sadness into the earth. And you know very sure that the earth is very stable. Yeah, the earth can transform on the block of anxiety, of fear, and the earth will give you back the stability and solidity. And therefore, every time when you put your feet onto the floor, yeah, onto the earth, you said let go, and every time you take off the feet, you bring on the energy of stability into yourself. And when your mind do like this, the energy in your body will have the chance to circulate in your body. Yeah, you bring your mind into your feet. Yeah, the energy of of your mind, the energy of anger, of frustration will go down to your feet, and you give it to your uh, to to the earth. And then every time you breathe in, you take off the feet. You breathe in the freshness, the solidity, the stability in the earth. And so that is a circulation of the energy in your body, and the blockage of heaviness have the possibility to transform, to circulate in your body. And um, um, what else? And you know, uh, um, at, there are you, and in the nature you can make some movement. For example, if you have fear will affect your kidney, and you can do some movement to strengthen your kidney energy. Yeah, that means Thầy Pháp Ấn will explain this how you can strengthen your kidney energy. And then you know that if you have anger, the anger is the organ. This affect the anger is the liver, and the liver will have the other organ is the eyes. And if you go in the nature and you see the green of the trees, the green of the nature, it will calm down the anger, the energy of anger in yourself. Therefore, if you go out, it will help you a lot. Yeah. And there are a lot of possibility, other possibility. The beauty from the nature, like the bird, singing of the bird, will uh, let you forget the the voice of someone shouted at you. There, it will calm you up, will calm on your burden. And therefore, I suggest that to go out, to enjoy the nature, because sometimes when you stay in your room or you stay in the place where you do the sitting meditation, you cannot free your mind, you cannot free your body. Go out in the nature, take some movement, open your arms, yeah, open your arm, embrace the universe, embrace the love and the beautiful, positive energy, healing energy of the universe. And this healing energy of the universe will heal you, will calm down your feelings, the strong emotions. Yeah, but Thầy Pháp Ấn will give you more about this. Yeah, thank you.
I think perhaps we will have another question before we end. Sister Songlim would like me to explain more, but I think the time is we only have 7 more minutes or so. So yeah, 8 o'clock.
Yes.
Is it right, Stefano?
We can have another question.
Yes.
Carla is asking, what can we do when the body is healed, and so we feel it not anymore like a safe place to where to go back, but we feel our body like an enemy with which we have to fight? E la domanda di Carla è: cosa possiamo fare quando il corpo si ammala e non rappresenta più un luogo sicuro in cui tornare, ma quasi un nemico contro cui combattere?
Um, yes, it is. It could happen for someone who have a traumatic experience in the past or in their childhood, that they feel they are not so happy, they are not at peace with their body, and sometimes they feel disgusted with their body. Yes, but the practice is learn to go back to focus the energy in the lower abdomen and breathe in and out there. And it is our mind that construct this feeling of disgust, this feeling not at ease with our body, and do not feel like we want to embrace it, but continue to practice, be very patient with it. I had some friends in the past who was abused sexually, and she was not very happy with her body, and she was not very happy to look at her body, to feel her body. And so when she practiced this practice of embracing herself, she cannot do that, and she asked for a consultation. I said, just be very gentle, don't force, but allow yourself to be. And then she continued to do that, and she shared with me the experience that at the beginning she couldn't put her hand close to her body. The energy keep pushing out, and her hand like that. Then I said, it's okay to put your hand like this and learn to hold the energy. You don't need to put your hand completely to your body. So at first, she can only put her hand like that. And then slowly, over the months, it took her a long time, 6 months to a year, when she's able to put her hand on her body. This is a process of reconciliation, a process of healing. And then when she was able to put her hand on her body, then something very interesting happened. Suddenly, in her embracing herself, she felt that her body has been cut. There is a deep wounded right in the middle of her body. Like her chest, her abdomen is open. is open up, and she feel that she doesn't want to look at it. She doesn't want to look at this deep wounded on her chest, on her body. Then she asked me again. I said, it's okay. It's okay. It is a construction of our mind, but we need to practice to heal it. So just be very patient with ourselves. Learn to go back and learn to be very patient with ourselves and continue to embrace it and say, telling ourselves that it's okay to feel like that. I accept myself completely. It's like that. But then, with the energy of compassion, acceptance, and love, slowly, slowly, she felt that this wounded now being healed and being closing up. So it's very interesting. It is our mind through this trauma experience, traumatic experience, and difficulty about childhood or some difficult moment in our life, we feel this toward our body. But these are the wounded. It is a mental wounded as well as physical pain, a physical wounded as well as physiological wounded. That means deep within us. So we just need to go back and allow ourselves to be healed. And I help friends to do sometime in the lying position. I do the guided meditation, and I help the person to sink deeply into themselves and learn to release. And I did that with Sister Samgim and some other friends sitting around and support that person. So, in case we cannot return to our body, we can ask for the help from our Sangha. We can have a few friends in the Sangha that we have deep trust. And those friends sit around us while we are lying down on the floor with a light blanket. We cover our body, and one person will help to lead the guided meditation just like Sister Samim is doing now. And that person lie on the floor and he or she begin to practice. And then at the beginning, it's so difficult. She doesn't feel secure or safe. But thanks to the energy of the friends sitting around who she trusts deeply, she allowed this block of energy to come up and to be embraced by all these friends around. And in München, one time I and Sister Chongim Hope and friends in München in the line position together with some other friend that she trusts. And um, during the practice, she really feel there is a shift in her consciousness. It was many years ago, so I don't remember exactly what the experience that that person shared. But it's possible to return to our body with the patient acceptance and love for ourselves, as well as inviting our friends to support us in the practice. I hope that it can be helpful to a certain degree. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So thanks from our heart, Thay Phap Pan, Sister Song Nghiem, for your joyful and inspiring presence, your guided meditation teaching, for making us such an important gift as a space.
Mm,
We will keep it in our heart, the space you gave us.
mm,
Thanks also for connecting with us from Frankfurt, where for everybody I say tomorrow you will offer a day of mindfulness. So thanks for that too.
yes.
And thanks everybody for listening and practicing together. Thanks Pino for your help with the questions now, and Margherita, thanks a lot for translating into Italian. In the next days, we will send all subscriber an email with a link to the recording of this meeting too. So we thanks again for Thay Phap Pan, Sister Song Nghiem for these two online meetings, and thanks for your generosity offering these meetings to Italian Sangha, uh, since you couldn't come to Italy this summer. And so we are confident to meet you soon again here in Italy or in Germany at EIAB. So we wish you and all the monastic Sangha a wonderful time with your opening again uh, to guests in a few days. So we will be close to you. We will think of you. Even if here in Avalokita we are still waiting for opening again. So
Yeah.
all the best to the monastic Sangha. All the best to everybody. Thanks for being together tonight. And we are sure and confident to meet you soon again.
Mhm.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Sister Samgin will say a few words
Yes,
about
please.
gratitude, and I will
Yes.
say one or two words before we invite the bell to end the meeting today.
Thank
um,
you.
Dear brothers, dear sisters, I know that in the last time, the 3 months of the pandemic, you have a lot of experience, a lot of feelings, and yeah, and so on. If you feel inspired, please write us for our magazine so that a lot of people can learn from you and can see that every that happened to everyone, and we are human. We just have this feeling. We just but um, we fall down, but we will stand up again, and we support each other. Every contribution is a help for another. Please don't hesitate to write us to contribute to help other people. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Mhm.
We miss all your contribution because last time when we were in Italy, and there are a lot of contribution from Palermo and from Bari Sangha, and now because we didn't go there, we didn't receive anything from you. Then now I hope through the online meeting we can have something. Yeah, it
Mhm.
will help Italian people too. Yeah,
Mhm.
thank you.
So thank you very much for organizing the event. I really appreciate all the energy that you have contributed in your to your practice and to help to hold the people, the Sangha of Italy safe. Thank you so much, and hope to see everyone again very soon. Thank you very much, and I'm sorry that I mentioned your name in the Dharma talk. So please excuse me if I say something that is not kind. So
Thank you.
thank you so much. I
Yeah.
invite one sound the bell to end our in our meeting today, and I will turn on the original sound. Yeah. Okay. Mm. We will stand up and we look to the nature to bow to the nature. Beautiful nature. Yes. So we turn to the nature. We bow to the beautiful nature. Mm. Thank you and good night.
Have a beautiful night, evening, beautiful evening.
Thank you again, everyone, for this meeting and enjoy your
Yeah.
evening and your life.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you, everyone. Yes.